celebration, Brazilians in Shanghai are already dancing with joy.
And it happens throughout the month of June, and sometimes it extends all the way through July.
Festa Junina, or the June Festival, is a traditional harvest festival. Modern-day Junina is more like a family-friendly celebration.
This celebration started, it has roots in Europe as a summer solstice party. And then with religion, it became a festival for saints. It's important to notice that it's done during the winter time. So there's a bonfire, there's traditional food, there's traditional music, and I would compare it to a harvest festival.
The event was organized by the Brazilian Citizens Council in Shanghai at Boteco Bar, a Brazilian hotspot. Foods, games, kids' corner, dance, the party is open to all people of any nationality and age.
So the traditional clothes for the Festa Junina are plaid or checked shirts. You're going to look around, you're going to see many people wearing the same outfit. We also have this very typical cap, which during the dance, we take it off and we put it back as a way to salute the person that's dancing with us.
It's called like a quadrille. So it's a dance that we dance in couples, and then there's a narrator, and then people go in a circle doing like this very traditional dance.
So every year, Brazilian community do this kind of party for never lost also a little bit about our culture. And we are very happy because Shanghai make us this happen.
There are now more than 2,000 Brazilians living in eastern China. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Brazil. More events are on the way to celebrate this friendship.
It's good to be here in China and see that we are keeping our tradition here.
So for us, it's really nice to just be together here in China, and it's good because it's everybody mixed. We have Brazilians, we have Chinese, we have people from other nationalities, and it's really amazing to see that they enjoy our culture as well.
And also for Chinese people, I think it's a good chance to get to know in deep more about Brazilian culture, not only about the most famous things, and also many Brazilian families, they have friends or relatives that are Chinese. So go to the communities and to share more about Brazilian and Chinese culture.
This song represents my very special connection with China. It reminds me to my childhood, and it reminds me to my grandparents. So this is the unbending Chinese tree.
It was a special moment for 49-year-old Hungarian, who has felt a strong connection with China since he was a young boy. And he expressed his emotions through his music, The Unbending Chinese Tree, which tells about his family story with China.
My grandfather and my grandmother and my mother, who was a teenager at that time, they lived here in China in the 1950s. And when I grew up as a kid, I saw so many Chinese things in our house, like silk paintings, little dragons, even a bottle of wine with a real snake in it. So I have so many connections, so many memories. And when I come to China, I feel like a little kid.
It was not Havashi's first time in Shanghai. The last time he came here was in 2010, when he performed his Symphonic Red for the Shanghai World Expo. This time, his visit to Shanghai is more sentimental.
I was totally amazed then, and I am amazed now. And I was walking in Shanghai on the streets yesterday, and I realized that how beautiful, how the tradition and the modern lives together here. And it reminds me of my music when I make music, because I'm coming from a classical background. But after I started to build in modern influences into my music, and finally I'm here.
Havashi, who began playing the piano when he was 4 years old, practiced 8 to 10 hours a day. In 2009, Havashi broke a Guinness World Record and became the fastest piano player of the world, by hitting the same key 498 times in 60 seconds.
I think the reason I could do it, to be honest, because I have always been practicing martial arts, so I have very strong hands, and from martial arts I learned a lot. I learned, for example, how to be